at Nasrec Arena, where Gary Murray is fighting Maurice Griggs from the United States. Gary Murray, an exciting fighter in South Africa, 21 years of age, and Griggs is 24 years of age, and he's had 13 fights and won them all, and he's had 11 knockouts. He has a wonderful pulse of 48. With Griggs, 24, 66.6 stiffness scales, 17 fights, and he also had 11 knockouts, and he's on his way to the ring. Well, Brad, what do you know about Maurice Griggs?
Well, we know very little about Maurice Griggs, but the fact that he's won such a high percentage of his fights inside the distance suggests that he's a bit of a banger. I know his father trainer says that he's more of a boxer, but I really don't believe that. And I think we might be in for a surprise this afternoon when he starts trading punches with Gary Murray.
Well, there's Maurice Griggs coming into the ring in some sort of unusual. I seem to have, I wonder if he does have weight problems.
Well, perhaps, although looking at his record, most of his fights have been at welterweight, and I see he is in fact the sparring partner for Meldrick Taylor.
Gary Murray making his way to the ring, a very exciting boxer. Gary, it's been said his defense is a little bit suspect.
Well, it is, but then he's a pressure fighter, and a pressure fighter has to throw a lot of punches, and he's quite prepared to take one punch in order to land two. And whilst his defense certainly can be improved, and I hope it will be, I think you've got to make allowance for the fact he's a very aggressive, precious fighter with a high punch rate.
Well, it's been said he has to win this fight if he hopes to challenge Sidney Msutu, the newly crowned South African junior welterweight champion.
Well, he must continue his wins. He's come to the ring now. He's in the corner, as you can see, and now he's leaving again. So probably he's in the wrong corner. That's what I think has happened. Gary Murray is unbeaten as a professional, and after this fight he'll be leaving with Jacob Matlala, going to Belfast, and from Belfast going across the United States for a special 2 weeks training with Teddy Atlas. The whole idea is to try and improve his defense. And Teddy Atlas, of course, is the man who trained Mike Tyson in his early days of professional boxing.
Well, we'll see what Gary Murray, whether he's going through 14 fights here today, and his brother won his fight inside the distance. Whether he's going to emulate his brother remains to be seen. In his corner, Jackie Bryce, a man whose family has a very great history in South Africa, and Ellen Siegel, our ring announcer, waiting to take the reins here. Ellen, over to you.
Thank you, Dumeli. And ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to South Africa's Forum, where today Top Sport, Mike Siegel Productions and Willard Batteries, the power behind the power, presents International Boxing in today's The Road to Glory. This bout is sanctioned by the South African Board Commission. The executive director is the one and only Mr. Stan Christodoulou. The doctor at the ringside, Dr. Klavi. The timekeeper, Mr. Brown Machotsi. This bout is governed by the rules and regulations of the South African Boxing Board. The chairman, Dr. Jabu. The three judges scoring this bout are Snowball, Skitter, and Meji. The referee, Mr. Martin. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the golden city of South Africa, let's get ready to mix 10 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division. And now let's welcome, he's fighting out of the left corner. He's sporting silver and purple trunks, weighing in at 66.60 kilos. His record of 17 fights, 14 wins, 3 losses, and 11 knockouts. All the way from Mississippi in the US of A. Let's say hello to Maurice Griggs. And he's wearing white and red trimmings. He's weighing in at 67.40 kilos. His record of 13 fights, no defeats, and 10 KOs. Voted the prospect of the year 1990 from Cape Town. Let's hear it for Gary "The Heat" Murray.
Well, that's it, the beginning of a fight that will determine the history of this young gentleman. Let's hear the referee, Martin.
I see we both play okay. I want you the whole time to listen to my commands, shake hands. Good luck to both.
Well, there you have it, and we go into the first round with Gary Murray a little bit heavier than his opponent, Maurice Griggs, weighing in at 66.6 kilogram, and Gary Murray weighing in at 67.4 as a head. 13 fights, no loss for Gary Murray, and Maurice Griggs, who actually is a sparring partner to Maldrick Taylor, and he goes straight from this fight to go and help Maldrick Taylor prepare for a fight he's going to be involved in the Brian Mitchell, Tony Lopez undercard. And to take you halfway through the first round, Bert Blewett.
Yes, and what a furious opening round this is. As we expected, Gary Murray, the pressure fighter, letting everything hang out here in round one, and Maurice Griggs coming right back at him, getting caught with a solid left to the chin. Remember, of course, that Murray is a southpaw. The American coming forward all the time, staying right on top of Murray. A fast opening attack from both men here in round one.
Well, a lot of people were talking about Gary Murray's defense. It looks like Maurice Griggs' defense also suspect, and an uppercut there from Maurice Griggs onto Murray.
Well, both these men appear to be pressure fighters. They're both fighters, and they're more concerned with landing punches than with blocking them here in round one.
Maurice Griggs, who fought most of his fights at home in Mississippi, plays a little town called Meridian in Mississippi, the same town where Deruan was coming from, which Murray fought a couple of months ago.
That's quite true. That was a magnificent battle in Cape Town. And I noticed that Murray's managed to get his trunks white again. They were red with blood after that battle. He's throwing good combinations here, Demeli.
Well, interesting to see. Oh no, what a good punch! A strong one, Murray can't take it anymore.
Murray's hurt.
An uppercut. Murray receiving the beating.
He's in trouble.
Well, but this is not the defense they were talking about.
Well, Murray's in trouble here in round one. Still in the fog. Not coming out of it. This fight's going to be over.
Well, there you are. Gary Murray's dreams were shattered in the ring today.
Well, there's pandemonium in this ring. Pandemonium around here. Maurice Griggs has won on a knockout in the first round. And Murray's still badly affected in the corner over there.
Surely this confirms what you said, but this man is a banger.
Well, we can see here in the replay, Demeli, he's catching Murray with solid shots to the head as Murray comes forward. No defense from Murray, trying to hold on very amateurishly indeed, as you can see. And all the time, Griggs is banging home those shots to the head. More replay. Murray leading with his head almost, and Griggs picking him off with those shots to the head. Beautiful left hook and a right hand. Murray in desperate trouble, going back towards the corner, trying to avoid the punches by ducking. But really, his defense is porous. And the American taking full advantage, slamming shots to the head. Tremendous uppercut.
Well, surely that shows that it's good that this comes at this time of his career.
Well, here's some more replay, Demeli. And Murray looking very, very desperate. Still in a daze, trying hard to hold on, but not knowing how, really. And getting hit with shots to the head as he comes forward. Maurice Griggs set him up with a left, then fired that right left to the head and a left hook as he was going down.
Maurice Griggs.
Well, Gary Murray still looks dazed. He's surprised. His first loss in 13 outings here, and Maurice Griggs, a worthy winner here tonight. Lifting his father there, holding his father sky high. His father said he was a smart boxer, and you could see whilst Murray was trying to hold on, he was slipping through Murray's hands, not wanting him to hold on to him, and landing those big punches.
Yes, he handled himself very cleverly indeed. He did it very well. He didn't allow Murray to hold, and he picked his shots so well, Demeli. He made every punch count. And unfortunately, we did mention Murray's lack of defense earlier on, and it was very obvious in this opening seconds of this round. once he got hit with those shots to the head, he really didn't know how to hang on or how to avoid the onslaught from the American. And quite clearly, he now more than ever, he needs to go to Teddy Atlas in New York and learn how to defend himself.
Exactly, and the man who arrived here on Tuesday, a lot of people thought he would be overcome by the altitude, but this man actually showed a lot of power in his hands. Well, after this upset, it's well and good. We go to some kind of consolation.
Yeah, well,
but
in the
Jim
ring
Murray
at the
won his
moment,
fight.
a lot of jubilation on the part of the Americans, and well, he's going to go back to the United States, going back to train with Meldrick Taylor, and here he'll take back some good news because he's inflicted the first defeat on Gary Murray in South Africa, and that's a very bad blow for Gary Murray.
Well, with his brothers, Gary's dreams shattered in this ring, we're linked to a fight where Jim Murray was fighting Mofokeng here this afternoon. Supporting bout to the Gary Murray international fight, this one, in a catchweight division. Interesting enough, the limit weight is 81 kilogram, but this is a catchweight, and Murray came in at 80.1. and Jacob Mofokeng, who came in at 80.3. Murray record 17 fights, 12 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. He's a Cape light heavyweight, and he's ranked number 3 in South Africa. And Jacob Mofokeng with a record of 8 fights, won 4, lost 3. He drew 1, and he's ranked number 10 in South Africa.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following Willard Batteries bout is in the light heavyweight division and is in over 8 rounds. The judges for this bout are Judge Rodevi, Judge Neal, and Judge Horn. The referee, Mr. Bukwana. The timekeeper, Mr. Brown Mahotsi. And now coming out of the left corner, he's wearing black with white trimming trunks. He's weighing in at 80.30 kilos. His record of 8 fights with 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 draw. From Soweto, let's welcome Jacob Mofokeng. And he's wearing red and white trunks. His weight is 80.10 kilos. His record of 17 fights with 12 wins, 4 losses, and 1 draw. Ranked number 3 in South Africa. All the way from Cape Town, let's welcome the Cape champion, Jimmy Rambo Murray.
Well, you've noticed they call him Rambo, and we are likely to see that.
You fight in both of your 8 rounds. I want a clean fight. When I say step back, you take a step back, right? Shake hands and come out.
Voice of referee Alfred Bukwana there. Jim Murray is the brother to Gary Murray, and Jacob Mofokeng from Soweto. And they are fighting over 8 rounds, and to take into the first round, Bert blew it.
Thank you, Demeli. Yes, and in his last fight, Jim Murray won the Cape Light Heavyweight title very impressively down in Cape Town. So he's on a bit of a roll at the moment. And don't forget, early in the year, he had that grueling draw with Gary Ballard in the same ring. He's a fighter's fighter. There's little in the way of science about Jim Murray. He likes to get to grips early, and that's what he's trying to do here in round 1. Mofokeng, a southpaw. We've seen quite a few southpaws here this afternoon, and here's another one. And need I remind you that the answer to a southpaw is a straight right hand. And there Murray throws it.
Murray, the taller of the two, probably going to use that reach of his very well, and he's already using it. Malaza holding on early in this round.
Oh, that hook has hurt Malaza. And referee Bukwana giving him a count as he slumps to the canvas. This could all be over. Indeed it is. He's counted out within seconds of the opening bell.
Well, Murray winning again there. So Jackie Bryce jumping into the ring with joy, and he must be a happy man. Bryce also one of the famous names in boxing in South Africa, especially in Cape Town.
Yes, his father is a well-known trainer down there as well. He has a replay, and we'll see exactly what happened. I think it was a left hook. First a right, and then a left hook, and that was a finishing punch. And Mofokeng was badly hurt. He slumped back on the ropes, but as you can see, he was about to fall. There's some more replay of that knockout. It's a knockout as Murray barrages to the body, right to the jaw, left hook lancing across the chin, and Mofokeng was already out.
With 1 minute and 5 seconds into the first round, and a winner by KO, Jimmy Rambo Murray.
Well, Jim Murray, the winner there.
Right,
and,
ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a
Alfred
short
Bukwana being
interval
congratulated
because we
by
are
Stan
behind
Christodoulou
in terms of the television
for stopping
timing.
this fight
So
timely.
please go outside, get yourself some drinks, have a smoke, and get back for the main event.
Well, with Jim Murray winning there, consolation for his brother Gary Murray in winning in 1 minute 5 seconds. And we'll take you back to the studio with more upsets coming your way from the Nasrec Arena.